what's up YouTube? It's your boy Gerard Green. So I know it's been a minute since I made a video, and please forgive me. It's been a lot going on. There's been a lot of stuff going on, and you know, I ain't gonna apologize. I apologize. Today is my 5-year lock anniversary. Today marks my 5-year lock anniversary. I've been locking my hair now for 5 years. On this day, May 17th, 2007, I started my lock process with approximately 2.5 inches of hair. Went to a dude who said he knew how to do locks, and he did. He washed my hair, sectioned my hair off with his fingers and a comb, and started my hair, twisted my hair with a container of spun honey. It wasn't necessarily the stuff you get in the squeezy honey bear bottle. It was a little bit thicker, consistency of wax almost, but not as thick. I hope you guys can hear me. And he put duckbill clips on my scalp, blow dried my hair, and 5 years later, so it's been an amazing journey. It's been a remarkable journey. It hasn't been a perfect journey, but that's why I enjoy the journey. So I'm gonna give you a 360, let you see what's going on. Hope you can see. This is me. I give you all this. Yes. So my journey only been maintained by me. This is what you get. Not perfect. Not always neat. As a matter of fact, not neat at all. But I've dyed some of my locks twice. I dyed my hair after about I think 5 or 6 months. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. I don't remember the name of the dye, but I know it was that woman on the Dark and Lovely box. She got her hair half up, half down. She going like this, and her hair is like a reddish blonde color. I don't remember the name of the dye. But for those of you, if you go to the store, you'll see her. She's there. She's always there. My journey is special because it's mine. It's special because I haven't had to look at someone else's head and say, I want my hair to look like that. Every month of the year, every year this past 5 years, I've just been taking it all in stride. You know, like I said, it hasn't been perfect. You know, my locks are not perfect. I guess you call them manicured locks because I do retwist them. I don't neglect them. I'm not freeforming. There's no such thing as semi-freeforming. Let's put that out there real quick. So this is what I got. Some of my hair is plaited because I thought they were getting too thin. Some of them are braided. Some of them are really thick. Some of them are kind of thin. But you know what? You know what, pimpin'? Nah, I like them. Got, you know, I'm fuzzy in the front, really fuzzy. That's because I really don't like to retwist that much, but I might do it. I went through a lot of changes. I mean, I want to sit up here and, you know, be super serious. I just want to have a good time and let y'all know why I started growing locks. Initially, I started growing locks because I was tired of getting haircuts. I was tired of spending $7, $10, $12, $20 every weekend if you really about that life, getting a haircut. That was the initial reason why I was tired of getting haircuts, and they cost too much. And so I started reading up about locks. I started reading up about, you know, some of the religious reasons why people grow locks, some of the fashionable reasons why people grow locks, and for me, it just seemed like the right way to go. You know, as I grew, as I matured, having something that I could say has grown and matured with me. You know, and I don't have, you guys know, I don't have any fabulous, you know, retwist stories or retwist videos. You know, a lot of times I don't even like to retwist. But I will say some things that have been really good to me. Water, shea butter, shea butter, aloe vera gel. Those things have, and peppermint oil. Those things have been very, very good to me. I want to thank Naturality.com for helping me along this journey. Naturality.com, when I first started my lock process, naturality.com was the site that I went to. The forums helped me out so much. And I think going to naturality.com and seeing everybody who, all the men and women who were starting their locks, mostly women, but men too that were starting their locks, we were all on the journey, our own particular journey for ourselves, you know. And that's another thing I want to challenge you guys to do is start your lock journey, and for locks that look like, how do I say this? I wouldn't go into the game wanting to have locks like someone else. It's weird. My locks are all different lengths, and I've gotten comfortable with it. I've never gotten wrapped up or overwhelmed with making my locks look a certain way. You know, I name my locks. You know, I got that one I call Kanye, but Kanye doing a lot better. Kanye is actually real cool right now. This is Kanye. Kanye kind of long. Kanye is the longest lock in my head. Well, maybe it's not, but it's lower down on my head, so it looks the longest. This is Kanye. But I got Two-Face. Let me show you Two-Face, man. Two-Face has been like this since the beginning. I've tried to put them together, it just won't, and I'm fine with that. You know, that's this lock is living its truth. That's this lock's truth. It wants to be Two-Face, and I'm gonna let it be. I got Big Bertha in here somewhere. Let me tell you, my locks are not all the same. Not all the same thickness. There's one lock in here that I just like, whoa. Every time I go, whoa. Every time I feel it. I can't feel it right now. But, yeah. So I just want to thank you guys for, oh, there he is. He's kind of break together, I think. There's another one, though. I want to thank you guys so much for your support. YouTube, naturality.com. Naturality.com is the #1 website that I would go to for, you know, reading people's stories and whatever. I want to say shout out to naturality.com, shout out to the Facebook group, shout out to Our Journey, shout out to all of my friends in the lock community that have just kind of been great people. I mean, I don't want to give too many shout outs because I don't want to forget anybody. I'm gonna shout out my lock twin, Monique. Shout out Orlandria because she's just so sweet. Shout out to Ollie. Shout out to Brashad. Shout out to Charles. Shout out to the other Charles, my Texas homie. Shout out to Gavin. Shout out to I did not go Super Saiyan, not at all. Shout out to Sherelle. Shout out to, I'm going to forget somebody, and y'all going to talk about me. Shout out to Yolanda. Shout out to Abel. Shout out to, I'm doing it. Yes. Shout out to Gavin. Shout out to Arthur. Shout out to, Cal. Shout out to Colonia. Shout out to Miss Pamela Isley. Yeah. Ooh, please don't be mad at me. You know what? Shout out to everybody in our journey. You know, if you're in our journey, shout out to you. Shout out to Michael Beecham. Michael Beecham's a good guy. Yes. Oh yes. I'm not doing so good. Man, shout out to everybody. Shout out to the people who make them duckbill clips. Shout out to cowrie shells. Shout out to cowrie shells. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them people. That's Jesus now. Shout out to homegirl who make them the little lock beads. Shout out to people who make the big beads I be wearing in my hair when I want to look extra ethnic. Man, shout out to people who make aloe vera gel. Shout out to aloe vera plants. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to aloe vera plants. Shout out to the bees who made the honey who started my locks. Shout out to God who made the bees. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to peppermint oil. Shout out to peppermints for making your breath smell better. You know? Shout out to water.
Water. Oh, yeah. You know what it is.
Shout out. Oh, shout out to water. Oh, almost had a minute. Shout out to water. Shout out to squirt bottles for keeping my hair fresh. Shout out to Martin because I watch Martin when I retwist my locks. Wait a minute. I'm gonna forget a lot of people. Shout out to my sister, Chris Brown. Shout out to Miss Mary Crawford, my other lovely sister. Shout out to, I'm gonna forget people. Shout out to J6 Forever. I can never forget her. I can't forget her. Well, you know, I almost forgot you, but I made an inclusion. Shout out to Brandon Hill. Shout out to shout out to all of my YouTube subscribers, Facebook friends. Yes. And if I forgot you, I still love you. I'm just gonna shout out to the internets for giving me naturality.com. Shout out to YouTube for being YouTube. Shout out to Google for writing that check. Shout out to Dave King for starting my locks. Oh, shout out to I'm missing some people. Shout out to Dave Hightower because he's just the coolest. Sometimes he think he all that. He ain't all that, and I think he know what I mean by that. Shout out to my characters, Mr. PC. Shout out to shout out to life. Shout out to life. Yeah, well anyway. I love you guys. Thank y'all so much. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, put them in my inbox. Send me messages. We can be friends. I like friends. Yes. So that is all. And I want to thank you guys so much for rocking with your boy. Peace and many, many blessings. And also, peace! 5 years! 5 years! Peace! My name is Gerard, and I'm a Super Saiyan.